Beneath the floorboards, hidden from the giant world above, lies a tiny kingdom. And at its heart, a single magical gem that gives it life, that gives it warmth. A night's vigil is a lonely one, filled with honor, duty, and the overwhelming urge for a nap. But from the world above, chaos knows nothing of kingdoms or knights. It only knows what must be swept away. And in the sudden, biting cold, a hero is not born from strength, but from a promise whispered in the dark. I will bring it home. The path was a splintered chasm of terrifying light, a single step into a world that was never meant for him. To enter the kitchen is to be overwhelmed, a world of thunderous noise, blinding light, and the scent of giants. Here, cupboards are cliff sides, the floor a polished desert, and a single brave mouse is very, very small indeed. The kitchen has its own dangers, you see, treacherous, rolling mountains of wood that appear without warning. And then there are the titans themselves, their footsteps earthquakes, their shadows the coming of an eclipse. Survival in a land of giants sometimes means finding the courage to hide behind breakfast. And there it was, not a treasure, not the heart of a kingdom, but just a forgotten, shining crumb on a countertop. The goal was in sight, but between a knight and his quest lay the greatest mountain he had ever known. Every journey begins with a single step, or in this case, a single, desperate, and very slippery scramble. Victory! The first peak was conquered, a moment to breathe, to feel heroic, and to realize the next mountain was even bigger. He navigated the great tabletop, a treacherous land of sticky lakes and crumb boulders, where every step could be his last. But some obstacles are more than just a challenge. They are voids, canyons of despair that seem utterly impossible to cross. Yet, it is in these moments that a true knight sees not a piece of string, but a bridge, a rope, a sliver of hope. And with a leap of faith and a cry of pure, terrified courage, he flew. The landing, perhaps, could have been a bit more graceful, but any landing you can walk away from is a good one. After all the terror and all the trials, there is no feeling in the world quite like finding what you thought was lost forever. The final challenge. So close, yet so impossibly far. The universe, it seems, has a sense of humor. When a sword is too short and a leap is not enough, a knight must rely on his greatest weapon, sheer, sweet ingenuity. And so the chasm was bridged, not with steel or stone, but with the forgotten remnants of a giant's teeth. To hold the heart of his kingdom in his paws was to feel the warmth of every soul he was fighting for. He was home, and home was with him. The journey back is always faster, with purpose in your paws and the warmth of hope to light the way. And, of course, it never hurts to find a good shortcut. He stood at the threshold of his world, a triumphant knight returning from the land of myth and monsters. Leaving the giant world behind, he carried the warmth of the sun back down into the cozy darkness of the earth. And the kingdom was warm again, saved not by a giant, but by the smallest knight with the biggest heart. For that is the way of things. It doesn't matter how small you are or how big the world is. It only matters that when your home is cold, you are brave enough to go out and find the light.